Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to talk about narcissistic families, and I think you're going to find this really fascinating and interesting. I was recently listening to a live YouTube video where someone asked if there can be narcissistic families. The YouTuber wasn't so sure, so I'll answer it for him. Yes, absolutely, there can be whole families of narcissists. In fact, I have another video on narcissist families that you should check out. It's fascinating. If parents are functioning from a narcissistic train of thought and it's in their DNA, it's a great possibility that mommy and daddy's offspring will be narcissists too. Of course, there can be exceptions to the rule, but still, it's possible. Let's paint a picture of the narcissistic family. Theme of the day: enmeshment and secrecy, a place where there's little healthy boundaries. Communication will be muddled. Do not ask for what you need or want. Your request will probably not be received well. How are children perceived in a narcissistic family? The parents' needs will always come before the children. Children are not born with the ability to take care of themselves. There are many times when their needs have to be a priority in order for them to thrive. The narcissists will feed themselves before they feed their children. Children are viewed as a source of validation. The child will be shamed in many instances, as the narc is prone to be highly emotionally reactive in their skewed way of thinking. The child will have difficulty following the mismatched roadmap. The narcissist's needs come first. The household boundaries will be unclear. They always put their own needs first. Every child is different with a unique personality with age-appropriate needs, but narcissists will play favorites and also shift blame and ownership from themselves onto their children. It isn't unusual for children to be placed in the caregiver role at a very young age. Narcissistic homes have built-in unspoken rules of engagement that dictate interactions among family members that will differ greatly from the average home. They will have their own weird rules that serve to satisfy the selfish needs of the narcissist and their faulty way of thinking. Both parents may be narcissists, but one will dominate the other. You can have a domineering father with a submissive mother who also cannot or will not give their child any positives like "good job making A's," because those A's should have been all 100s, or "your hair looks pretty," because that is a form of bragging that isn't permitted. At the end of the day, you better take the side of the dominant narcissist. In these families, rage is often normalized and denial may be rampant. One child may become the high-achieving narcissist or the golden child, while the other child learns to perform way below their capabilities because they cannot live up to the narcissist standards, so they underachieve, can't keep a job as an adult, develop a form of laziness, and learn to sabotage situations. Yet, a third child becomes invisible to the narcissist and avoids conflict by quietly staying out of the way. Even though they are not perceived as a threat, they are also not a good source of narcissistic supply either. The child is ultimately neglected and emotionally abused. In the dysfunctional narcissistic family system, the golden child is the most likely to develop a narcissistic personality. This child holds great value to the narcissistic parent, which becomes a heavy burden in the long run. The parent may expect the child to give up their own adult life to continue being an emotional and physical servant to the parent. The golden child was born to please their parent and live out their unfulfilled ambitions. Sibling abuse by a favored narcissistic child isn't uncommon. Households can be so strict that the kids are secretly breaking all kinds of rules. You are left on your own after school, so the kids may take secret trips to the store even though it isn't allowed. They may play outside in the middle of the street and sneak in before the parents come home. At the end of the day, the child of a narcissist doesn't really matter in the healthy way that they should. A dysfunctional narcissistic household will be laced with demanding constant attention, hypersensitivity to criticism, making themselves look perfect and their siblings look like the dysfunctional one, feeling entitled or self-important, monopolizing conversations, feeling entitled that they need not comply with others' wishes, seeking admiration, exploiting the children, lack of empathy, believing they deserve special treatment, launching campaigns against the others, disrespecting boundaries, betraying confidences, putting down others, and having an attitude of I'm above everyone else. In a household charged with this type of energy, how can anyone learn to trust the world and feel safe in it when your own household sabotages you? It's frustrating that the parents are usually oblivious to the damage they are causing. The children may have tantrums on Christmas because you spent $400 on a gift that I don't like this, instead of showing appreciation. The narcissistic parent can be a nightmare to the school system, making demands that their child be talented and gifted when the child makes C's and D's. Mistakes are weaknesses and cause for shaming treatment that can persist for years. Our humanness, our feelings that help us connect and get our needs met and protect us, are considered selfish and must be denied. Appearances are more important than substance. There is no safety, and everyone is in denial. Everyone is on hyper alert for being blamed or the recipient of rage. Can you imagine living your life in this fashion? If you have a thirst for understanding narcissism so much better, check out my book, The Workplace NaRCISSiST, where I talk about a certain type of narcissist that we see all the time. And in fact, if you're not careful, you could end up in a romantic relationship with them. So if you want to learn all about them, I think my book will really, really help you. Check it out. It's on Amazon. I will put it in the description link. Also, check out my playlist. I have lots of videos on narcissism. And I will see you, my lovely friends, on the next video. Be sure to like and subscribe and share my videos. Bye-bye.